Oh, who's that? It's YeaJord, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're watching something that applies to me. As you know, as you might not know, I'm 6'4". And we're reacting to a video called "Why Do Women Love Tall Men?" Sorry, man, but doors that way, mate. But you're welcome to stay. You know, you're welcome to stay and watch what you could have. It's unfortunate that, you know, you might not ever get there, you know, but we all stop growing at 21. I'm interested to see this because everyone knows girls prefer like taller men, but why? And that's what we're here to find out. Let's get into it.
Why do women love tall men? Although not all girls
Big
are particularly
penis. It's a fact.
interested in tall
It's
guys,
a fact.
it's also a pretty common knowledge that most girls go for taller men. It is quite interesting to know that most...
Before we get into it, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on why. Right, so I think they prefer taller men because it feels more secure. You know, a bigger figure, more intimidating to other people. Sometimes girls don't care about like your dick, so it's like that part I don't really care about. Because you could still have a 9-inch, yeah, and don't know how to fuck. Simple as. I don't know.
Women even use height as a yardstick for their attraction to men. In a study performed by Rice University and North Texas University, 455 males and 470 females were interviewed about their dating lives. The data showed that 13.5% of the men wanted to date only women shorter than they are. In contrast, 48.9%
no one wants to
of
date a
women
girl bigger than
preferred
them.
tall guys. As a matter of fact, a survey by a global research agency named Opinion Matters found that height was the second most lied about online dating profile trait for men.
Oh my god, yes, that is a fact. That is a fact. I know people that are 5'8" and they put 6 foot. Like, what are you doing, bruv? Because you're just setting yourself up for failure. You know what I mean? Like, be honest with your height to find somebody who will appreciate you for your actual height. Don't lie and then meet them and they're like, you're not 6 foot. And then you're fucked. Do you know what I mean?
Job was one, emphasizing that most women
Job, really?
love tall guys more than short guys.
What snobby pricks are they
Also,
fucking
it is
matching?
found that on an average, men are considerably taller than women. Therefore, it is quite natural for women to select men who are tall rather than those who are shorter or of similar height. In this video, we'll be sharing with you some
Why is he
tips
swearing at
to
me?
help you discover
Little
why
bastard.
women like
I
tall
can't
men.
come around there and dust you up,
If
bro.
you're new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. 1. Evolutionarily speaking, a larger man may be able to provide more protection for their offspring, have greater genetic qualities to pass on to their future children, and thus may be awarded greater social status.
I don't know, because there are small people that I know that are just on smoke 24/7. Like, I wouldn't want to start on them or create an argument because they're just gonna want fights and fucking arguments and shouting and, you know what I mean? But I'm tall and I'm relaxed as fuck. I'm laid back as fuck.
But in the real sense, unless taller equals stronger, faster and smarter, even in this scenario, height wouldn't seem to offer any particularly unique advantage. However, some psychological reasoning and factors may be responsible for the height preference. A woman doesn't necessarily find a tall man attractive because being tall is sexy, but because they unconsciously think that this man is more dominant and more able to protect them and their children.
See what I said at the
Let's
start?
explore some of these other factors that might be responsible for a woman's interest in tall men. 2. Tall men make women feel feminine. Most women want to feel like a girl, They want to
We're in 2021. You don't want to go around saying that.
feel petite and more feminine. They want to be confident in their femininity, and being with a tall guy sort of gives them that feeling. This might not be the case with all women, but for many it is. Although these men do not necessarily have to be 6 feet tall, a man who is relatively
Hillary
taller than
Clinton.
a woman can fit into this category. 3. Taller guys seem more confident. Most girls like men who are more confident.
I've been saying this
and
since
because
day
taller
one.
men, unlike the shorter ones, are aware that women are more attracted to tall men, become confident in their ability to attract these women to themselves.
But let me express because I know there are tall guys out there that aren't confident, because I was one. I was one of them. And you know, one of the main things that get tall guys down is because they're tall, they expect girls to be like falling for them. But you don't have no energy, you don't have no chat, do you know what I mean? So you don't get girls falling for you and chasing you. So then you feel depressed and shit. I did. But then I just took time out and, you know, focused on myself, and now I've got energy, I've got my confidence, and bro, I got, you know.
Also, by physically looking up to a tall guy, he seems like he holds more authority and power. He seems to be more in charge and confident of his abilities. Anyone who naturally seems powerful and confident is desirable by women in most cases. And most of the time, tall men create this impression in women. 4. Tall men make women feel safe.
Exactly, like I
Being
said at
with
the
a
start.
man who is tall makes a woman feel safe, because men who are tall seem stronger, because we conflict height with weight and strength, and also being looked up to, quite literally, may at some subconscious level lead taller men to feel that they have superior qualities. So, dating a guy who is tall makes a woman feel well protected and super safe when wrapped in his hands, because of his well-built frame, which tends to make taller men a little intimidating. Besides, a woman wants to be with a man who can do a good job of protecting and providing for their families, protect them and their children from other aggressive men. And being with a tall guy gives them that feeling.
Another thing I've noticed
that
women
they
start
seek
to
in
like
men.
is veiny in
A
his
woman
veins.
also wants to find solace in the arms of a man.
I don't know why.
Especially in times of grief. A tall guy can easily wrap his hands around her, making his body.
And a tall guy has big hands to wrap his hands around some cake. Yeah.
Feel like a mini apartment with.
And you know what? I'm not gonna go there because I know there's gonna be some people that might take offense. But it's something you do in sex and turns a girl's face red and they like it.
So much space to accommodate her. 5. Blame the media. Thanks to the media, it has become some sort of social norm for men to be taller ones in a relationship or marriage. And this is usually the case or scenario you find when you watch movies or see.
Blame the
couples on
media
TV
for
or
everything,
in
literally.
magazines.
They program
The
people
guy
to
is
believe
always
and
taller.
think of what they
Also,
put out.
girls are unconsciously taught to desire men who are tall enough to kiss their foreheads because they are better for them. This reasoning becomes instilled in their brains from a tender age, perhaps from the kind of bedtime stories that was being read to them or from cartoon characters, making it a situation of societal norm than a situation of personal interest and satisfaction. 6. Women like tall men because they like wearing heels.
Really?
This isn't necessarily the case for all women, but for most
That's
women
not good
that
enough
like
for
to
me,
wear
mate.
heels, it makes them feel girly and elegant.
That's just
Now,
peak.
imagine being able to wear
That is
heels
peak.
and still have your husband taller than you. For these women, it means they can feel petite and feminine and still be able to look up to their men literally.
Imagine turning somebody away because you can't be taller than them when you wear heels. And I know girls do this because I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. I haven't experienced it because I haven't dated someone that's 6'5". And if I did, I'd be expecting them to be the next goalkeeper for fucking West Brom. But, oh man. That guy that's smaller than you when you wear heels might be the nicest guy ever, honestly.
It also means that they get every benefit listed above and still get a little more space for their shoes. One of the best feelings in the world. In the end, women do not necessarily like men who are tall on the average, but men who are a little taller than them. Men who are confident and make them feel safe and secured. Men who make them feel like a lady, and most importantly,
because I must admit, I attract a lot of females who are like 5'8", a lot, 5'8" to 5'10". Girls like 5'2" and 5'5" around there. Not really, but I wouldn't say no to one. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm a personality guy. You know what I'm saying?
Evolutionary theory predicts that women look for men who can provide security and protection, who can invest in their child resources in a long-term relationship, or who can pass on good genes in a short-term fling. Thank you for watching our videos.
Hey, so there we have it. There are the answers you've been looking for, tall man, if you're watching this, and so have I. It's been your boy YeaJord. If you like the video, like it. Subscribe, share, stay tuned for more. Drop down in the comments below some kind of videos you want me to react to. If they fit on the channel, I'll get that done for you. Stay tuned for more. Take care.